If you believe a lie, you will live a lie. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. That is the quote that came across today. That is the quote that came across in the Morning 5 planner, which I love this stinking planner. It was submitted by Vanessa Wallace. Vanessa Wallace is somebody I went to school with back in the early days. I went to school with as a kid. She has these beautiful children right here. If you look at this picture of Vanessa, she's got two beautiful babies. And she submitted that quote. I don't know exactly when she submitted that quote. All I know is we printed these things over 6 months ago. And I never cease to be amazed. I never cease to be amazed at how these quotes just line up with what we've got going on, what we're talking about on the show. It's incredible. And so the quote submitted by Vanessa Wallace for today, Wednesday, May 31st, 2023. If you believe a lie, you will live a lie. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Dude, and I got to tell you, I read that this morning. There is a lot of meat on that bone. But if you believe in the lie, you don't know it's a lie, right? That's what I was thinking about. I was like, man, but if you believe in the lie, of course you're going to live the lie. But the reality is you don't know that it's a lie. So if you don't know that it's a lie, how do you learn, determine, decipher, break through, or discover what's the lie that you're bought into? And I thought about that this morning. And the answer came to me clear as day. The answer was, if you want to break out of the lie, you don't even know it's a lie, but you want to discover what is a lie, what it is that you believe that is not true. The only way to break out of that is to seek the truth. It's it. It's simple. Go straight to the source and have a one-on-one relationship with the truth. Friend, it's time this morning. We're going to dive in this. But it's time to rise and grind. Good morning and welcome to #Rise and Grind, the #1 morning show in the world filled with motivation, education, and inspiration. I am your host, Glenn Lundy, husband to 1, father to 8, and the founder of the 800% Club, the club designed to help you unlock your full potential. Each episode is filled with celebrity interviews, inspiring conversations, and the strategies you need to get ahead in your career and your life. So grab your pen and turn up the volume because it's time to rise and grind. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, for those of you over on Clubhouse, I got people telling me it's soft, but I'm telling you, I got all the volumes turned up as high as they can go, which is nothing. I mean, I don't know. So if you can't hear me well on Clubhouse or you can't hear the show, click the link at the top of the room and go check it out on Facebook. Facebook, it's probably extra loud because I have all the volumes turned up like as high as humanly possible on all this equipment in our brand new studio that's been working phenomenally for a while, but here we are again, right? Here we are again. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Wednesday, aka CMA Day. That's right, Carter Myers Automotive Group. What's up, George Williams? Carter Myers Automotive Group, the most amazing automotive group in the country. For years, I've had the opportunity to spend time with them every single Wednesday. So we call Wednesdays CMA Day. Now, this is a massive organization where every single associate that's a part of the organization gets the opportunity to be an owner. If you're looking to change careers, make a move, I highly suggest you check out CMA. They've got all types of positions from sales to service to accounting to human resources to giving back in their communities. Everything that you could possibly think of exists over there at CMA. They're in a beautiful part of the country as well, and you'd be a lot closer to me than where you might be today. So I always suggest reach out if you're looking for a career change. It might be time for you to join CMA. Now listen, today is also May 31st, 2023. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Wednesday, May 31st, 2023. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most, and I do mean the absolute most, of this absolutely incredible day. Listen, this week you and I have been in a series called Just the Two of Us. Just the two of us. And we've attempted to clear everything else aside and really just focus on you one-on-one in different relationships, right? Just one-on-one. Like, get rid of all the clutter. Get rid of everything else. Just one-on-one, right? From yesterday, we talked about one-on-one relationships between a parent and a child, right? Or sorry, Monday. We talked about one-on-one relationships from a parent to a child, and parent not necessarily meaning anything biological, right? Your ability to make an impact on the next generation. We talked about that on Monday. Yesterday, we talked about marriage, a one-on-one relationship with your spouse, doing life together in union with another, right? Today, we're going to dive into your relationship with the truth. That's what we're going to dive into today. Your relationship with the truth. But first, before we do, you know what we got to do on this show. We got to do some dancing, and actually, we're going to have a little fun. Check this out.
Hit it! This is a very sensitive subject. I heard Frau say I had a clone. I knew that I'd be safe cause I'd never be alone. An evil doctor shouldn't speak aloud about his feelings. My hurt and my pain don't make me too appealing. I'd hoped Scott would look up to me, run the business of the family. Had an evil empire just like his dear old dad. Give him my love and the things I never had. Scott would think I was a cool guy. Return the love I have, make me want to cry. Be evil, but have my feelings too. Changed my life with Oprah and Maya Angelou, but Scott rejected me. C'est la vie. Life is cruel, treats you unfairly. Even so, I God there must be mini me. You complete me. We can make it. Yeah. Just me. Yeah. Just me. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I.
That's right. We just had to have a little fun with it this morning. But listen, this is the part of the show. For those of you that know, those of you that don't know, hit that share button if you haven't done so already. Also, I do want to say good morning to Young Johnson, Russell Hill, Tarika Simmons, Renee Knorr. I appreciate you so much. Those of you that are over on Clubhouse, my guy Ramon and Christine and TM, who's on the phone this morning, already working deals. Kate Bowman and Megan and Felicia and Fiona. I'm glad you're here. I see Heather Parody is in the building. My co-host, my friend, my most inspiring muse, Stephanie Toadvine, Mary Lynn Wilkin, Tori and Regina and Selena and Don Sankey and Natasha and Amanda Sander and Brian. I hope you guys had a little fun with that. For those of you that are on Clubhouse, we was over here rocking with some Michael Myers. Man, some Michael Myers, Dr. Evil in the building with the mini-me, Marcus Ellis. Great to see you this morning. I feel like I haven't seen you in a little bit, so I'm glad you're here. Jim Tursky is in the building as well, Pastor Jeff Moffitt, and so many others. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you. You and I are having an amazing conversation this week, right? We're diving deep. We're going deep. And we're going to continue to do that. We talked about your relationship as a parent, relationship in your marriage. Now we're going to talk about relationship with the truth. All right. And the truth is, before we get into that, I do need to let you know that if you are in the market for a new or used vehicle, you need to go to shop.800eliteauto.com. That's shop.800eliteauto.com. What that's going to do is connect you with all of the dealers in my network. I got a massive network of dealers in the 800% Club. We work with owners and general managers of car dealerships all over North America, yes, including Canada. And if you go to shop.800eliteauto.com, you can shop any of those vehicles from any of our dealers. Just tell them you have a friend in the car business. Tell them you're friends with me. They're a part of 800% Club, and they're going to take care of you. Does that sound fair? Okay, cool. Awesome. Now, that's shop.800eliteauto.com. Let's get that out of the way. All right, let's dive in to today's episode. It's going to be powerful. I hope you're ready. I just saw my boy Core Element is up in here as well. I love that guy. Hey, in Judaism, hope I'm saying that right. In Judaism, Jesus was the son of Mary, but she was not a virgin. She was married. She has a husband in their historical texts. Okay. Now, Jesus was also a teacher with many disciples who was respected and known to have supernatural powers and perform miracles. This is in Judaism, all right? So he was respected and known to have supernatural powers and perform miracles, though they did not believe the powers came from God. They actually believed that the powers came from the devil, that the powers were evil, all right? Even though he claimed that the powers were from God, okay? Now, in Judaism, they also acknowledge that Jesus was crucified on the cross, and that his followers reported his resurrection. But in their text, there's a story of a gardener. And the gardener went to the tomb and removed the body from the tomb. Okay? You guys following? All right? In Judaism, this is what they teach. This is what their historical texts show. Jesus was born from Mary. Mary was not a virgin. Right? Jesus was to be respected and revered. He was a wise teacher who performed miracles, but his supernatural ability did not come from God. It came from an evil place. He was crucified on the cross, and the tomb was empty when they went back to the tomb. The tomb was empty. However, it was empty because there was a gardener that went to the tomb, pulled Jesus' body out, buried it along the edge of the sea in the sand. Now, there's a further story that the queen wanted to see the body of Jesus because his followers were reporting that he was resurrected. And so she was looking for the body. The gardener confessed that he had taken the body, buried it in the sand. They recovered the body, hooked it up to a horse, and drug the body back so that the queen could confirm that Jesus would die. Okay? That's the story in the from the Judaism religion historical text. It's what they teach. It's what they believe. Now, in Islam, Jesus was born of a virgin and was to be revered. See, in Islam, they believed that Jesus was a prophet sent by God to the children of Israel. Israel. I might be saying that wrong, right? I need to go to Israel one day. I was just talking to a friend of mine. She's headed there soon. So in Islam, in the religion of Islam, Jesus was born of a virgin, okay, and was to be revered. They believed he was a prophet sent to the children of Israel. Now, they also believed that Jesus was a wise teacher with supernatural powers and the ability to perform miracles, but that he was not the Son of God. A wise teacher, a miracle worker, but a man who notably, in their text, notably brought the dead back to life. Okay? In the Islamic text, there are stories of Jesus, the man, not from God, bringing the dead back to life and performing other miracles, right? Now, they also write in the Quran, which is their Bible, right? They also write in the Quran that he ascended into heaven and will return again. Okay? You following me? So this is the Islamic religion. Jesus was born of a virgin. His name was to be revered. He was a prophet sent to the children of Israel. He was a wise teacher with supernatural powers, but not the Son of God. He was a miracle worker, a man who brought the dead back to life, who ultimately ascended into heaven and will return again. All right? You following me here? Now, in the Baha'i religion, right? In the Baha'i religion, they write that Jesus came from God, spoke for God, and was both wise and divine. However, they have a hierarchy. They have a hierarchy of where Jesus falls in line as far as the progression, the progressive revelation of God. So they teach that Abraham was the initial revelation of God, and then Krishna, right? Hare Krishna, and then Moses, and then Zoroaster, and then Buddha, and then Jesus Christ, 1 BC, right? And then Muhammad, and then the Bab, and then the Baha'u'llah, right? There's been a progression. I'm sorry, flip that the other way around, right? But there's been no, I've got that the right way. There's been a progression of God, okay? And that Jesus lies in that progression. They also believe that Jesus worked miracles and was resurrected after being crucified on the cross, okay? This is the Baha'i religion, okay? Now, Hindus, if we go down Hindus, okay, in the Hindu religion, the Hindus write that Jesus is a holy man, a wise teacher, a God, but not the only God. He's a holy man, a wise teacher, a God, but not the only God. That's Hindus' teaching. Now, if we move to Buddhists believe and teach through their historical texts that Jesus was an enlightened man, a wise teacher, and a holy man. All right? So quick recap, right? Judaism, Jesus, okay? Then you've got Islam, Jesus, okay? Then you've got Baha'i, Jesus, okay? Then you've got Hindu, Jesus, okay? Then you've got Buddhist, Jesus, okay? All through every major religion, there is historical documentation of Jesus perceived in different ways, the story being told in different ways depending on which religion you tap into, right? So then, of course, there's Christianity. And in Christianity, they believe that Jesus is God, was God, still reigns as God. That he was born to the Virgin Mary, that he was a miracle worker, that he was God on earth in the flesh, that he was brought down to the people to ultimately relieve us of our sins, to save us from death and give us eternal life through his crucifixion on the cross and ultimately resurrection, conquering death, right? To give us the opportunity to spend eternity in heaven with the Father. That's the Christian religion. Now, given Jesus is a common feature in nearly every major religion in the world, don't you think it might be important that you learn more about him? Just saying. Like, just saying. It's just the two of us, between you and I. Can't we agree that it might be important? It might be important that you learn more about him, right? Like, as a Christian, I believe that Jesus is the Son of God, the way, the truth, and the life. That's what I believe. And I use those words, the way, the truth, and the life, because he used those words. That's how he described himself. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Right? And so, though other religions say he's one to be revered, my personal belief is that he's one to be followed. Not just revered, but followed, studied, connected with, united in, right? But that's just me. Like, what if I'm wrong? Like, what if I'm wrong, man? Like, I'll be the first to admit I've been wrong plenty of times in my life. Been wrong about a lot of things. So I think about that. I'm like, well, what if I'm wrong? And here's the thing. All religions say that Jesus is a way. Christianity is the only one that says he is the way. Right? Like all religions say that he's a way. That if you follow Jesus, he is a way, right? Even if you look at the Baha'i, the progression, right? Like Buddha, Christ, Muhammad, right? Like he is a way. Christianity is the only one where he says, I am the way, the only way, right? So the truth is, here's the truth. If we get to the truth, here's the truth. Whether I'm wrong or I'm right, the result is the same. Jesus is the way. Whether he was God, is God, wasn't God, isn't God, doesn't matter because he's still the way. Like, that's the truth. Wrong or right, the result is the same. Follow Jesus. He is the truth, the way, and the light. No matter which religion you look at. So look, I'm talking to you this morning like this is just the two of us, okay? It's just me and you, all right? And this week we're talking about just the two of us. So me, you, him, I, you, him, whatever two you want to look at this morning, okay? You want to look at our relationship, you want to look at your relationship with Jesus, like just make it two, all right? Just the two of us. What does your relationship with the truth look like? That's the question I got for you today. What does your relationship with the truth look like? You see, there was a wise teacher. Once said, abide in me and I in you. This was in John 15, 4-5. It says, abide in me and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit by itself unless it abides in the vine. And neither can you unless you abide in me. The branch cannot bear fruit by itself unless it abides in the vine. What vine are you abiding in? Like, what's the truth? What vine are you abiding in? Because here's the thing, like we talked about at the very beginning of this show, if you believe a lie, you will live a lie. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. And between you and I, just me and you this morning, like between you and I feel like it's difficult to tell the truth from the lies in the world right now. I feel like it's really challenging with media, social media, all the things. Like it's difficult to tell the truth from a lie. I'll be honest. Last night I was talking to my wife. I was like, honey, guess what? They got this satellite image. They found these megalodons out in the middle of the ocean, man. These things are freaking huge, right? Like they're the size of cruise ships. And it's so crazy because 70% of the ocean is so unexplored and we don't even know what's out there. But now that we have these new technologies, we're starting to see these things, and it's things that we never knew that existed before. And my wife was like, wow, that's crazy. I want to see the picture, right? And so she pulls up the picture, and then she starts digging a little bit further, and she's like, Glenn, this picture is from 2017, and it's a hoax. It's a lie. And see, I had believed it. I bought into it. I thought it was like new. It was updated. It was 2023. I saw it on like TikTok, all kinds of stuff, right? I make mistakes, man. It's very easy in today's day and age. I mean, with Photoshop and artificial intelligence and voice cloning and all this stuff, man, it is hard to decipher the truth. Like, what is real? I mean, I'll be honest. I'm being told right now that boys can actually be girls. I'm being told that division and racism run rampant around the world. I am being told that violence and destruction is now the new norm and something we will live with for the rest of eternity. I'm being told these things, and I'll be honest, like, I don't believe those things. I don't believe those things, but maybe I'm wrong. And I do know the people that are expressing that, they believe it to be true. I know that is true for them. They believe that to be true. And if it's what they believe, it is true for them. Whether it's true for me or not, doesn't matter. It's true for them if it's what they believe. So I don't know what's real and I don't know what's not. I do know that every historic text to exist in the history of humanity says that Jesus was a wise teacher. I do know that. And when I look up the definition of the word wise, it says having or showing experience, knowledge and good judgment. Having or showing experience, knowledge, and good judgment. And I don't know about you, but that's what I want to do. I want to have and experience good judgment. That's what I'm looking for. So I don't know what's all real out there. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm prone to mistakes. I am human. But dude, everything points at this dude, Jesus. And so I don't know about you, but like between me and you, I'm just going to follow him. Between you and I am going to follow him. It is in him that I believe. And if you believe a lie, you will live a lie. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. I am choosing not to live a lie. I choose to live with the truth, the clear and present truth, that Jesus is a wise leader. Everything else around that, I know my truth and you're welcome to yours. But that's one thing that will not change, wrong or right, between you and me. If we follow Jesus, the vine will bear fruit.
Can't escape disappointment, can't avoid the delay, but I don't have to make feeling down and defeated the place that I stay. Gonna rise to the moment, gonna speak to the waves, gonna push back the doubt that keeps dragging me down when I can't find a way. Don't need to see it, eyes on you, to believe it, for my breakthrough, before you even move on, make a way. I was standing, faith, eyes on you, walk by faith, for my breakthrough, live by faith, before you. Oh, I believe, standing, faith, eyes on you, see by faith, for my breakthrough, receive by faith, before you. Oh, I believe. It's a season for healing, it's a season for change, to see miracles happen that no one can fathom as heaven invades. And it's more than a feeling, and it's anchored in praise. And when it's the darkest, it reaches the farthest and opens the way. Don't need to see it, eyes on you, well to believe it, for my breakthrough, before you even move or make a way. Yeah. I was standing, faith, eyes on you, walk by faith, for my breakthrough, live by faith, before you. Oh, I believe, standing, faith, eyes on you, see by faith, for my breakthrough, receive by faith, before you. Oh, I believe. This is how blind men get their sight. This is how dead men start to rise. This is how small things multiply. Nothing's impossible, nothing's impossible. This is where oceans have to part. This is where light comes through the dark. This is where I see who you are. Nothing's impossible, nothing's impossible. Stir my faith, stir my faith. I was standing, faith, walk by faith. Yes, I will. Live by faith. Yes, I will. I believe. Standing, faith. Let the church rise up. Let the people of God rise up. Faith. I believe. I was standing, faith.
That's all I got. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. We'll do it all over again. For those of you that can join us over, that are watching live, if you want to join us over on Clubhouse, we'll have a discussion around today's episode. I appreciate you hanging out with me. And I just want to challenge you, man. Just the two of us. What's your relationship look like with Jesus, bro? What's your relationship look like with Jesus? All right. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke, stay woke. Hashtag rising.